Hello, BRR members, and thanks for joining us. I'm Pete Clark, Director of Communications for Boise Regional Realtors, and joining me is Isaac Chavez, a candidate for director positions with Idaho Realtors and Boise Regional Realtors. Isaac, could you please tell us a little about yourself and why you are running for this position?
Thanks, Pete. Thanks for having me on today. Yes, I have been involved with the Realtor organization since 2005 in various capacities, various states. And I just feel like I have a lot of experience, and the time is right for me to step up and be able to use that experience to help the membership have a much better experience as part of the local board and also the state association. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. A lot of times the members have no idea the amount of work and effort that goes on. And I'd like to be that bridge to show the membership that the work that goes on is to their benefit and why being a member of the Realtor organization is beneficial.
No, thank you for that introduction. I really appreciate that. My next question is, what do you love about this profession?
Gosh, I started off being a realtor back in 2005 and 6, right when the market was about to tank. And I saw the amount of effort that the associations did to help us survive the crash of 2007, 8, and 9, and all of the different things they did on the advocacy front, the lobbying front, all the member benefits that they put forward so that we could continue to maintain our businesses and not have to leave the industry. And for that reason, I always felt that being a member of NAR was such a privilege because they were there, they had our backs when we needed them. I dedicated my career to that as well. I spent a decade working for NAR at different levels. I've been a government affairs director. I've been a local board CEO. I've been the CEO of 2 different states, culminating with the Idaho Realtors. And now I'm looking to actually join the board as a volunteer. So I think it's kind of been full circle.
Thanks for that, Isaac. If elected, how do you hope to serve your fellow members?
Well, one thing that I've always believed strongly in is communication. I know things are very different these days. Most of our members get most of their information, on their cell phone, through Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. And I think that BRR and IR have done a pretty good job at starting to utilize those different formats. But I think that one of the things that's probably needs a little bit more help are to actually have the volunteer leaders be accessible through those formats. Most of the time we hear announcements from the association staff or from the CEO, but we don't see too often the volunteer leadership using those formats. So I think that would be one of the things I'd like to work on is a little bit more communication. And then also I'd like to encourage more participation in RPAC. I'm a proud Hall of Fame member. I was inducted to the RPAC Hall of Fame earlier this year. One of only about a dozen or so in Idaho. I'm very proud of that. I'm wearing the pin right now. I think we can do better. I think there's no excuse. I think every single member, should be doing their minimum fair share of $25, $35. And I think if everybody did that, it would really go a long way towards helping our lobbying efforts on the state level. We've been really lucky the last few years. The state government in Idaho has they've banned, they've stopped communities from banning Airbnbs. That was something that we as the realtors pushed. They recently got rid of the April homeowners exemption deadline. That was something that the realtors pushed. They came up with the first time home buyer down payment savings account. That's something that the realtors pushed. All of that is a direct reflection of our participation in RPAC. So I would be a strong advocate for that as well.
Absolutely. Thanks for that. That's all of our questions. I really appreciate you taking the time for this interview and allowing our members to learn more about you.
Thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. Please vote for me, everybody, in September. Thank you.